From Los Angeles, it's The John Kerwin Show. I'm your announcer, Keith Leon, along with Nicholas Burns and the Night Owls. Tonight's guest, Jonathan Winters. Brandi Glanville, musical guest, Actually. And now, here's your host, John Kerwin.
Welcome back. Tonight's next guest is a fashion model, an author, and one of the best parts of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please welcome to the show, Brandi Glanville.
I really like clap for myself. Yay!
Wait, that's me.
I'm here. I've arrived. I'm kidding.
Was that enough energy? Did I pump it up in a good way?
Yeah, I think
Good.
so.
Good. I am such a fan of the show. I have not missed one episode of the show.
And you're straight.
And I'm straight.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
I'm the one
It's
guy, I guess.
rare, but yes.
I think a lot of men actually like to. Do you guys like the show? Men? Oh, boy. Oh, my God, I am gay. Ah! I mean, I am gay. That's great.
Yeah, clearly. PC. It's wonderful.
Can you briefly tell us how you got on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, for those that don't know?
Yes, I slept with the director.
Okay.
And he's really, really hot. No, really, I slept with two. No, I'm kidding. I met Adrienne Maloof at a charity event.
The powerful Adrienne Maloof.
Yes, the almighty Adrienne. And she just suggested that I, try out for the show. I went in, I did some interviews, and nothing really happened. They didn't call me back, so I was like, whatever. Months and months later, they called me and they said, "You want to come to a party tonight on, Real Housewives?" And I was like, yeah. So, but I had broken my leg. I didn't tell them. And so when I showed up, they had no idea that I was on crutches and in a cast.
That was
but I
a
was like,
surprise.
yeah, I'm going to put a heel on.
Because
I'm
if you
rock it
told
out.
you wore a heel on it,
I had to.
huh.
Right?
What was your first? What was your first experience when you walked into that world?
I've lived in Beverly Hills and here in LA for almost 20 years, so I'm kind of used to that world. But this world was different because there's a camera rolling and everyone's fighting for camera time, and they're all catty and crazy, and I was just like, holy guacamole, these chicks are cray cray.
You learn early on that in order to get on camera, you have to fight with someone.
Well, I mean, you see that. I didn't have to because they were all busy fighting with me. So I just sat to it, and they all came to me. So, I mean.
Do you think that they were intimidated by you because you're younger and beautiful? And do you think they felt threatened that you might take their place or
That's
their
what
husbands?
I think. Yeah, both. No.
Yeah.
I think that they were threatened that somebody was going to lose a job because all of a sudden 2 new girls came in and they were like, what the heck? When they all felt like they had to bring it all of a sudden. So I came in and I was like, oh my gosh, I brought the crazy out of these women because I watched the first season and I didn't see this. So I was just like, I don't know.
By the way, I just saw you in the news recently. You had a relationship with Gerard Butler. Was that right? Was that you?
Mm-mm.
That wasn't you?
No.
Okay, it was someone else.
Yeah,
okay.
it was someone else.
All right, just checking. Now you did. You had a breakup with Eddie Cibrian. Is that his name?
Yes, he was my husband.
And he left. This is in all the papers, so I don't think I'm saying anything too personal here.
Good times.
He left you for Leanne Rimes.
Correct.
And
Well, I left him, but he's with Leanne.
he's with Leanne Rimes. Okay. But when you look at People magazine, you see your ex with Leanne Rimes. What do you think?
Cute couple.
Okay. That's nice.
We're really trying hard to get along, so I don't want to fuel the fire.
No, I don't want
Right,
you to do
right.
that. I'm just interested in how difficult that must be. Because when I've broken up or been broken up with before, if I even see her, I'll
Go
freak
crazy.
out, go crazy.
Really?
But imagine just opening up a paper, and seeing it all over the place.
Well, I mean, we have children together, so I have to see him all the time anyway.
Right.
I don't want to say.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Clam
Because
up on
I'm
this
trying
show. That's right. Perfect.
I'm trying. No, I just to make the relationship better for co-parenting purposes, I am going to plead the fifth on the Eddie Leanne question.
Okay. Getting back to the show, though, at one point you call, is it Kim's boyfriend a gay bull mastiff?
Yes. Well, I was medicated at that time, and you know, it wasn't a nice thing to say, and I apologized to him later, but he was very upset about it, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah. You practically called me a gay bull mash stuff a little earlier.
A little bit.
For liking your show.
Well, I mean, that's...
I'm more of a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah, you're cute gay, and he's like question mark gay.
I'm cute gay.
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you.
You know, you have your pretty boys, and then the...
So when you're on the show there, do you feel like it's a bit scripted? Like, do they sometimes say to you, "Hey, Brandi, it would be really good if you did this," or do they just kind of let you do your thing?
No, they don't. They don't say anything to you. They don't suggest anything. They don't. They just kind of shoot for a really long time and wait for the crazy to come out. And they know that we're all getting tired of shooting, and they know that everyone wants to be in the camera and in the moment.
Right.
So trust me.
It's a recipe for disaster,
Exactly.
which I like.
It's the perfect storm of crazy, and you're bound to get some good footage after 7 hours of shooting.
Wow, what an unusual situation to be in all of a sudden in your life, huh? You were, of course,
Yeah.
a model for many years and,
Right.
And very successful, and this just came into your lap.
Mediocrely successful.
Okay,
Yeah.
mediocrely successful.
Yeah,
I know what that feels like.
We're like two peas in an entertainment pot.
That's right. How has this changed your life?
Oh gosh, I mean, I have a DVD coming out, I have a book coming out, I have a diet supplement coming out, I have the Skinny Girl line of drinks. I
Amazing.
have so much going on that I didn't have going on before.
How great is that?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I don't have anything. But I mean, that's...
you know, in 10 years, I think you're the first person that got me. That was pretty good. Yeah, congratulations.
I win. But it's just such a housewife thing to say. I have some Spanx, my own body contour line. I don't have anything. But I just watch all of them in interviews, and I'm like, I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that. I mean, obviously, I didn't create Skinny Girl. That was Bethany.
You were on the $1 Million Matchmaker. You were working with Patty Stanger on one of those shows,
Yeah,
and she set you up with someone.
Yeah, I mean, Patty's a good friend of mine, so
So what happened when she set you up?
nothing. You know, he
didn't
lived
like
in New
him.
York.
You didn't like him, did you?
No, he was lovely. He was
Oh
really
boy! Oh boy! He was lovely.
No, I really did like him. We actually had great chemistry, a lot to talk about, a lot in common, but what am I going to do with a guy that lives on the East Coast and I'm there for 48 hours? I mean, I know what I could have done, but I meant like in a proper way.
You're really into Twitter. You have what's your Twitter page, just so people
At
could know?
Brandi Glanville.
Brandi Glanville.
Yes.
Glanville.
I tweeted you today.
You did?
I
Okay.
did.
What did you say?
You need to work on your followers.
Okay.
You have like 100 people.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you. I'm
Yeah.
like, follow him.
I don't really go on there,
Yeah.
you know, but
Well,
I should. Yeah.
I mean, it's necessary.
What's something that you've tweeted that you've enjoyed? Like, what do you like to do on there?
I like to tell people to
Okay.
yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean,
On television.
they
Who
really,
doesn't?
like, they really get, like, they're so wound up, and they're like, you da-da-da-da, and I'm like, go ahead and feel free to
Yeah.
F off. And then Lisa Vanderpump will comment, she's like, you have to stop cussing on Twitter. And I'm like, I can't help it. And she's like, you can't tell people to F off. I'm like, yes, I can, watch. And I'll do it while we're on the phone. She's like, Brandi, but I can't help it. I mean, some people, like, they just need to be told.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It happens.
So now there's a lot of talk on the show, which I've noticed, not only from my friends, my straight friends, that when you're on the show, you're usually braless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly on the show they talk about that too. There's a lot of cattiness. Oh, look at that, you know, and so on. Is that a conscious choice, or is just that just the just the way you
Oh, he
dress?
is straight.
I just proved it right there. Yes.
I really want to settle this once and for all, to be honest. I do wear bras. In fact, I'm going to show you.
Oh boy.
Oh. All right, so these are my bras that I wear. So it looks like I'm not really wearing a bra, because, you know, what's the fun if you cover up the
Oh
fun
my
part,
gosh, look at that.
right?
Yeah. Oh, look
So
at that.
now
With
you
the bow.
know.
Look at that.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No. Hey
hey
now.
now.
Hey now.
How much am I getting paid for
I
this?
was looking at the so.
Yeah. So these are my bras, and that's the problem. People think I'm not really wearing a bra, and generally I am.
But there's nothing here to cover anything up, though.
Well, why
is
would you
there?
want to cover that part up? I paid good money for that part, so they need to come out.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. That's people that agree right there. So what's something that you can tell us that's coming up on the show or coming up in your life that's exciting?
I told you about the DVD and the skinny girl drinks and all
Right,
that stuff.
yes.
So I don't really know what else you want to know. I think we're good.
Well, if you could have sex with anybody in Hollywood, who would you pick? Who are you really attracted to?
Oprah.
Brandi Glanville, ladies and gentlemen. Yay!
Yeah. Super hot in here.
That's our show. We're actually going to go out with our musical guest, who's actually her name is actually. I actually was going to say is actually on the show. Musical guest, actually. Thank you very much, folks.
Yay.
Good night.